Hi everyone, I am here with the exact same clothes that I wore in the previous video because I am filming a couple of videos on the same day, and I'm not going to switch out clothes for a video, but let's talk makeup and beauty haul. So I bought a whole bunch of skincare and a few makeup things that I wanted to share with you. So I'll be grabbing from my desk and from down here to show you what I got. So the first order I want to talk about is my order from the Abnormal Beauty Company, or the CM. So they have exploded on the scene with their inexpensive skincare, and I've been very curious about them. And after watching some reviews, what I really took away from a lot of these reviews I've seen is that they can be a little bit hit and miss. Some items seem to work really well for some people, and some things tend to be a little bit more problematic for some people. So the first thing that I ordered here is from the Chemistry brand, which is their kind of a little bit more expensive brand. But I placed an order for it because I had heard Melanie from Mr. Kong's mom talk about this. This is the hyaluronic concentrate, right? And it contains a high concentration of nature-like hyaluronic acid suspended in a base of skin-supporting red algae and tamarind. Continued use helps retain hydration while enhancing visible texture and delivery of actives. So the reason why I was very intrigued by this and placed the order for it was because Melanie said this helped with her eczema. And I have eczema both in my legs, and actually the worst place I get it is in my hands. I actually have some breaks right now, but the last 3 weeks have been very good. My eczema has been very good and under control. But still, anything that will help my skin retain moisture is something that I'm going to want to try. So I'll let you know how this works for me, because especially if there's any other eczema sufferers out there, eczema is really, it's something that you can have at different kind of degrees. My boyfriend, for example, has a little bit of eczema, and his is very, very mild. Mine is probably middle of the road, where it can be really bad during times of high stress. But when I have my stress under control, it's very manageable, my eczema is. And after years with eczema, over a decade of dealing with eczema, I have the eczema on my legs pretty much under control. It's the one in my hands that gives me a lot of trouble. And so at least I don't get it in my face. I know some people get really bad eczema in their face and neck, and it can really be debilitating, right? It can affect every aspect of your life. And so I've spent a lot of time, figuring out how to take care of mine, because I don't ever want it to be as bad as it can be. Anyways, other things that I ordered was the Ordinary Caffeine Solution 5%. So this guy is for your under eye area, and that is one of my most problematic areas in terms of my face. This is supposed to reduce the appearance of eye pigmentation and puffiness. And so what I've heard from most people is that this will temporarily help with those issues. And this is the first time I'm opening these items, so I'm very intrigued by this. I'll let you know how this works, because my under eye circles and puffiness, pigmentation are a real problem for me. Next thing that I ordered was the 100% cold pressed virgin marula oil. This is something that I also got because Melanie had a pretty good experience with it. I've been trying out the marula oil from the Drunk Elephant, and I think that'll be better, at least according to the reviews that I've seen. That'll be a little bit better than this one. But this one's a lot cheaper, and I don't need my marula oil to be, I use it as a kind of moisturizer. So I'm like, if this will work for me, then it's a better option than the more expensive Drunk Elephant one. So I am really excited to try this marula oil, actually. actually. So last thing that I ordered from The Ordinary is their full coverage foundation, and I got mine in the color medium dark. Now this is the first time I'm opening it, so I'm hoping it looks like a color match. I looked at a ton of reviews and swatches of these to try to pick out my color. Yeah, I think this will work. So it has this really nice pump in it, and we'll see. A lot of people have had really great things to say about this foundation, so I'm hoping that it will also work for me, especially because it's not too expensive and I am pretty much a foundation junkie. So next thing I bought was from the Bare Minerals. And there is a Bare Minerals store in my mall, and I went in as I was waiting for my boyfriend one day, and the girl that was there had such a lovely experience at the Bare Minerals store. And in fact, I've never had a negative experience there, but this last time was especially good. So I really wanted to try their new foundation because I haven't had good luck with Bare Minerals foundations. They tend to, or the last one I bought, what was it? The super liquidy one was just too dewy, didn't last on my skin. So this one seemed to be kind of an alternative to that one. This is the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Performance Wear Liquid Foundation with broad spectrum SPF 20. I love foundations that have SPF in them. This one doesn't have a ton of SPF, but what intrigued me about this foundation is that it is supposed to be long wearing and matte. This is the things that I ask all my foundations to be. So I went in and I asked to be color matched, and I think I'm doing this wrong. Yeah, okay, it does have a pump. The gal color matched me and showed me, or she told me that it is waterproof, and in fact she with water tried to wipe off the foundation from my face and it wouldn't come off. So I'm really excited to try this foundation. I really want to find a foundations from Bare Minerals that I love because I think they're a very good brand. They're cruelty free and all that good stuff. So after that, I did ask that she take off the foundation. She didn't put a ton of foundation on me, like it wasn't all over my face. But I asked that to be taking it off because I was about to go have dinner with my boyfriend. And she took my foundation off with this oil press total cleansing oil. And I loved the feel of this oil on my skin, and I loved the smell of it. So I immediately was like, what did you use? That feels and smells really good. So she immediately was like, I use this. and I was like, okay, how much is it? Because I think that's coming home with me. And sure enough, it's home with me. This is the Oil Obsessed, again, Total Cleansing Oil with a delicate blend of bilberry, borage, cucumber, and sunflower oils, plus mineral-rich sea salts. It just sounds really wonderful. So she also gave me a few samples. This little powder here I really want to try because she said it's a dupe essentially for the Tatcha cleansing powder. So I'm excited to try that. And then she gave me a... actually, I have to look up. I don't remember what this is a sample for. But the only thing it has on the label here says Brilliant Future. And then they had a bunch of samples of their lipsticks, which I love. I love the Bare Minerals lipsticks and their liquid lipsticks. So this one is the Luxe Shine lipstick, and in the color Seriously Rad. I love reds. So I am happy to have this little mini. And then I got a sample of the matte liquid lip color, and this one is in the color, what is in the color? VIP? Yeah, there it is, VIP. So it's another reddish color that I am also excited to try. This is a tiny sample, so I think I can get through this. But I love when the salespeople there are super nice, give you lots of samples, and kind of talk through all the things that they have. So I was super happy with my experience at Bare Minerals. And so this is not going to be a long haul. I only have one more thing to share with you all, and that is the one item I bought at Sephora. I was again killing time while I was supposed to meet up with my boyfriend for dinner, and I went in and I started swatching the Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche liquefied lips, and they don't have, well, and from my point of view, they don't have a ton of shades in this formula. So the only one that was really calling my name was this in the color Puree. It's a really gorgeous kind of pumpkin. It's a pumpkin type color. I think this is going to be great for the fall, and already I love it. I think you can totally wear this in the summer because it has, on me, it pulls a little bit corally orangey, but it has this like really nice, I don't even know how to describe it, like reddish tone. It looks really gorgeous, and it has a really nice shine to it. And now they call it a liquefied lipstick because it's more of a like whipped texture to it, but it's not one of those liquid lipsticks that are drying on your lips. And so for that reason, I think it also makes it a little bit less long lasting. So for example, I put this on myself before dinner that evening, and after dinner I didn't have much of it left on my lips, but it was a really nice color that I know that I'm gonna enjoy. I just walked downstairs and got my ColourPop order. So I thought I would come back up here and share what I got with all. Okay, these aren't all for me. Some of these I'm going to be sending to my sister. For example, the ColourPop brow color in Banging Brunette I will be sending to her. So I'll send her things tomorrow actually. Alright, this is the ColourPop stuff comes packaged in this like weird stuff where you get a lot of debris. Okay, so the rest of the stuff that I got. So Banging Brunette is for my sister. For myself, I ordered one of these, their brushes. I wanted to order the whole set, but they had all the brushes individually, but not the sets available. I don't know what that was about, but either way, I had room in my cart for one item, so I got I think this is the tapered blending brush. Yeah, so it's soft. Yeah, I can see myself using this, so I'll go ahead and add that to my collection there, and I'll let you know what I think of that. Let me see, for myself, I also got a couple of the blotted lip, which is a collection that came out a while ago, and I was really interested in it when it first came out, and just, you know, there weren't too many things from ColourPop that I was interested in ordering, so I held off putting my order. So I got the color Drip and Candy Floss. So this is Drip. So it's a really pretty kind of everyday color. Put that on there. I can't do lip swatches because if you watch my other video on my lips, I have a liquid lipstick from Beauty Bakery, and these are very hard to take off. So I'm leaving that baby on. Okay, so next up is Candy Floss, and this one has a more kind of orangey tint to it, which I thought would be perfect for fall and summer because it has that like almost like corally look to it. So I am happy about that. Next up is the Lippy Sticks in the primer. Oh, the Lippy Sticks primer. This is also for me. So let me show you. I'm not going to do a swatch of this because it's just clear, but it's just the lip primer, which I was intrigued by and thought I would place the order for, since I was putting the order for these other things. So the last two things are for my sister. So she wanted to place an order for these two ultra glossy lips, and she got the color Fairy Floss, which I'm not going to take it out of the packaging since I'm going to be sending this to her right away. But it's a nice kind of nude gloss. And then the next color is in Cabana Boy. So this one's a little bit deeper. But you can see here, I think my sister did a good job picking with her picks. So I'll let you know what I think of the blot lip and the lip primer. And I'll make sure my sister keeps me updated about these lip glosses. I know she already loves the Banging Brunette brow color because this is the second time I'm purchasing it for her. So that is it for me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.